Welcome to my new show today. And please, if you haven't subscribed, please do well to do so. I have a new guest with me today. Her name is Adegoke Ifeoluwa. Ifeoluwa, please, how are you?
I'm fine.
Right. Okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who are you? What did you do? What do you do? What do you do for a living? And how have you done impact the world in the the world you find yourself today?
Thank you. Well, my name is Adegoke Ifeoluwa, but I'm popularly known as Ife Grace. I'm a talk show artist, educational expert, to be precise. And I talk to people, children, adults. They can also learn from it. When it comes to relationship, friendship, lot of topics that I do talk about, just to encourage people, motivate them in some challenges they're passing through.
All right, so let us talk about the show. You are on a YouTube that you are trying to bring out today. What type of content do you create? Is it what area is it? You said education.
Yes.
What area in education?
um when it comes to the study aspect, on how to read, how to study. When it comes to relationship with friends and family. When it comes to friendship, a lot of things, religions and everything. On when it comes to educational aspect and challenges that you can face when you are in all these things, the challenges that you can face, and how you can encourage yourself to calm down and to move on.
All right, so now you're talking about you talk about educational, more of motivational. What type of motivation do you give your people, and how do you find it means to communicate with your fans as a whole?
Well, I give them motivations to encourage themselves in whatever aspect they are being depressed. And I always have my link and my WhatsApp number that they can easily contact me with. But there are sometimes that they will be late reply, but at least we will still get in contact with them. Just to, some certain people, all what they need is someone who they can pour out their mind to, someone who can I can just have conversation with. Some people, the only cause of that depression is loneliness. They're just looking for someone to interact with. So we are there for them, and I pray God help us to continue this journey.
All right, so let us go to the people. What type of people are they? Children? Are they adults? Are they middle people? What type of people do you try to talk to?
Well, I see my content personally. I feel it's the kind of content that every single body person rather can get something from it. Every single person, because in one way or the other we will always face a challenge, and the challenge I face in life can be different from the one you face in life. But how can we help each other when I pour my mind down to you, and how I solve these challenges? I tell you, and you also tell me. Exchange of experience can help to even motivate that, wow, I'm not the first person facing this. I'm not the first person passing through this. There are some certain people doing, in fact, their own is more than mine. But what if I try this way? Can it work? What if I try it my own way? Can it work? Because what works for me might not be able to work for you. So but you can only use what works for that other person to guide yourself when you are coming up.
All right, so let us go to the main aspect today. When we talk about people who are maybe having challenges that they want to just go online and see who they can interact with, what can you tell people to do when they are lonely? Like most of the time, people that they try their best to just do one or two things that interact with people which could influence them in the bad area in life. What can you say? What type of area do you advise people to get into when they are like the type of area type of people they can communicate with as well?
But one of the things I would say is, for you to know the kind of person you should communicate, it depends on the environment you are. If your environment is the kind of environment that is lousy, no talk stout, you might fall for them if you are not able to hold yourself tight, because when you go to school they are the same person you meet at school, so you might fall. But if you're a kind of person that you're looking at, okay, how can I not get involved in all these things, it can be in your house. You can use that to even discover yourself. Okay, what is this? What can I do? What can I do that the world will want to know me? What can I do that the world will see me and they will know? They clap for me. They will appreciate me. They will like me for what I do. What can I do? Then when you sit down, you think, find research. What if I do this? What if I do this? Someone like me now, I tried a lot of things before I started this talk show, educational talk show. I tried gaming. I tried all this arranging of you arrange your pillow, you video, you post. I tried Bible interpretation before I discovered myself. So it might not be overnight. It might not be okay. Today I want to know it. Tomorrow I want to start. No, it might take time. So what you should just know is what works for me. So there are sometimes we copy other people content, but we don't know that we have the capacity to do more than they do. Because we are not ready to sit down and think, you know, we are not ready to sit down and think, so we are not stretching ourselves. We now stay and limit ourselves to that, but we don't know that inside of us we are capable. We can do more than they can do, but because of laziness and lack of I don't want to stress myself, let me just do this one, people like this one, you don't want to add your own to it, that's okay, let me just leave it like that. It's until maybe then things like people really discover themselves after they are being pushed. Some people just need to be pushed. You get? So when you push them, like, you can do this and you can do better, then they will okay, let me try. And they will not realize that, so I'm even better than this person that I'm copying. So you can just discover yourself. Discover yourself and put effort. Don't give up. Because challenges will come. There's no way in this life that you want to go anywhere. Challenges will come. And those challenges are to make you strong. If those challenges do not come, what you will be doing with going, you're going to get tired. But when you remember, oh, I faced this challenge sometimes ago, wow, this thing, I will not leave you. I will keep on going. And I must achieve whatever I want to achieve from this particular thing.
All right. So you said you should discover yourself if you are lonely, if you want to try your best to get. Now, if you discover yourself and you have gotten the discovery, now you are pushing harder. You will want to, when time comes, you will have to feel to engage with people. You will try to feel it to engage the positive ones. Now you can get people who are doing what you are doing. What can you say about people like that? Like, how could they do that if they've discovered themselves?
After discovering yourself, what you do one thing is, okay, this I want to go to a school. Check very well. What kind of school? What kind of school should I attend? What kind of school that I know that, okay, when I attend this school, I know that people that come out of this school brought out things that are profitable, things that people can gain from. Because if you go somewhere that uh, everybody are just doing the way they like, no one is serious, you might end up giving up in that particular thing you're doing. But the moment you are with people that are doing it as well, or people that are doing the one even better than the one you do, you will be more encouraged because you want to be better than that person. So number one thing you should do is, number one is the environment. Number two, where do I work? Where do I school? You get the environment. Who are those there? And then another thing is you can get them from social media, because when you're on social media, at least when you post a video, some people will comment like, oh, I love what you do, I do this as well, can we talk, can we you will see people to interact with, even in that aspect as well. So just balance yourself. When you're patient, you will see you see the right answer. But when you are too eager to do that particular thing, it might be possible you might think you have gotten it, but you are just playing. You have not started. Patience is one of the things.
All right. So, let's talk about social. What type of social media do you think someone can find when you are discovering yourself and you are building yourself? What type of social media do you think someone can, the person can get into to get good and encouraging friends that he could meet up with?
Instagram. Instagram is like one of the.
I know of one. They said LinkedIn. Is LinkedIn
Yes.
not, because LinkedIn is more of
LinkedIn is even more of people that are doing something.
yeah, exactly.
Instagram to people that depends on the kind of person you follow. If you follow people that have nothing to offer, you might not meet people that are meant to, So like Instagram, sometimes I recommend YouTube. But there's one thing about Facebook, people are too much on it. So you will not know who is who. You will not be able to balance yourself. You can come up, you can see this one today, tomorrow you should see someone else, and you should just be like, wait, where am I going to? So that's just one thing. Facebook is so crowded, and so you might not be able to know. It's only someone who is up already and can and have self control that can tackle partner. But you are just coming up. You can get people from Instagram. I think TikTok too sometimes used to have, depending on the content you watch, used to have all those people.
All right. So if someone that is discovering himself and is improving, is getting better, figure out and maybe meet up or engage himself with a bad person, like someone that he knows that is not clean, and he wants to look for a way to just maybe detach, or the person wants to maybe change, or the person wants to change that person that is discovering. What can you say, tell someone who is having issue with someone he doesn't want to be with, maybe someone that is not clean, something like that? Bad people can do anything if you don't want to be there. Exactly. So what can someone like that do in that position?
I don't want to be your friend, but you are always forcing yourself on me. There is no problem. I will not overtrust you. I will not put down myself too much to you. I won't tell you everything about me. Because, okay, if they do say bad influence corrupt good manners, but if we do not relate with these bad people, please, how do you want to change their life? So you need to communicate with them. One thing you should just be praying for is to be strong, to be able to control yourself. So when you are relating with them, the first time relating with them, let them know, I don't take this. Once they say a statement to you, let's go to this place, I don't like this, tell them I don't want it, and you don't want it. Stand on your word. Because the moment you follow them the first time, please don't think the second time if you say I don't want it, and they will say you are free, you will go, you must go. So whatever you don't want, don't take it from the beginning. So that's just it.
All right. So the people that are bad in those aspects, what can you say to them? Like, what, they might have some personal bad, in background that they pass through. What can you say to them that they can use to, transform? How can you say the step they can follow to, have some little bit change to, for them to also discover themselves and become a better person in the future?
See, those people that are bad, number one thing is there are some people that are better than them. If there's any English like that, there are some people that are worse than them that they are relating with. And some of the things about those people that they're not, it's not like they are bad totally, but they are most of the time always misunderstanding things. They don't know the difference between enjoyment and experience. They don't know, like, they don't know when to be serious and when not to be. I can have my bad characteristics, you might not know. Because I know when to be serious and I know when to joke. So all these people, it's not like as if they are really, really bad. Some of these people that were saying, they're very intelligent, but they're not ready to use their IQ. They are ready to use it on some things that are useless. Why? Because they have not seen someone to share their self with. So now, all these bad people, when I say, okay, I share my experience with you, and I want to convert them to be good. No, you must have to have a kind of experience so that you have that is bad to share to them, and how you overcame and how you became who you are. Because if you are still under the this thing, and you are trying to convince them, they'll be looking at it like, see the person I'm having a conversation with. You get. But if, okay, this person is already somebody, and the person sits me that, let's talk. You won't talk to them like as if you must. No. You will enter them friendly. You can just share little of your experience with them. These are things I passed through when I was like this. Some of them will even tell you, now that you not tell me waiting change. Leave them alone. See, there are some certain people God have destined them to know it in the hard way, to experience it in the hard way. While there are some certain people that the more you make friends with them, the more you talk to them, the more you both of each experience together, you move in that line, but you should know where you are leading yourself to. because those people too they can confuse you. And when you relate to them, you talk to them, you share your experience, they share their experience too, and then you have this serious conversation. They might have this kind of feeling like I can express myself to this particular person. So when they talk to you, you talk to them, guys, just behave normal, do like this. When they see that this person talking to me is somebody that has already made it, and someone that even has the experience, and this person is already somebody, they will have this mind to change. But now I'm convincing you, me that I'm talking to you, and now the person see me with someone else fighting or doing that same thing I'm correcting someone about. No, it does not make any sense. But once they see it in you that this person is like this, and this person, people know this person for this. One of the things that all these bad people used to that they don't used to use to have common sense is that they hardly relate with people before they judge them. Once they like someone, instead of them relating with that person, they will either be looking for how to you know fighting the person, or but it's not like that fighting the person. They like the person, but they don't know how to they're always doing things in the wrong way. Why? Because of pride. It's pride that is always you know eating them up. So the moment you calm down with them and they realize this is who you are, they will want to make friends with you, share experience with each other, and they will know they might likely change. And some of them might be so stubborn that they are not ready to change. You leave them alone and let them be, so that they will not come and confuse you too, and you will change yourself from the path you are going. So you just leave them, let it be, leave them alone in peace, and know what you are doing. Stay focused and be determined.
You said something about experience, which I really like. You said experience. Experience deals with someone that has been in a game a long time. You understand? So when you say someone is just discovering himself, discover yourself, discover someone that is just discovering himself, would you advise that person to get maybe an advisor or a mentor, or do you see the person as a person who could just maybe check it on Google or guide himself through Google and everything like that? Like, what would you say for someone who is discovering himself? Or is it that very early you should just be yourself, continue, and when it's time you could get something like that? Or what could you say about someone who could get maybe mentor or advisor?
But my one thing I'll say, if you are just discovering yourself, be yourself. Don't pretend. Let people know you for who you are. Let them know you for this. Because once one person know you for this, another person know you for this, it's turning into something else. Because when something rise, they can say, yeah, yeah, like this, one say, yeah, like this. Please wait. Who are you, Gongo? So be one. Let them know you for who you are. If you are just coming up, I really don't used to advise people to have a mentor. But before you can have a mentor, you study the person you want to have as a mentor. Because some people, they will come to you like as if they want to help you, not knowing they want to destroy you. Be wise and be smart. So you just study people. When you study them to a point, it's okay. This person can be someone I can share my experience with. You talk to the person, and the person give you back response. But don't make the person to feel too important in the first stage of the conversation. Ask whatever you want. Okay, sir, thank you. I really appreciate, and save it. So gradually, you can read books, note, okay, this person faced something like this, and this was how the person read books, find research. It will also help, because human beings are very desperate. You can just meet them for help and they should turn into something else. It's only to find someone who is really interested in helping you. It's always very difficult. Some people will help you and cast you again. So it's always very difficult. So read books, find research, watch movies, watch stories, watch reality movies, get yourself experienced things that happen in movie. See, one of the things that helped me save is movies. After I watch movie, I say, so this was that, so this life is like this. And some are personal experience. And some of the things I watch in movies, when when it comes to me, I was like, okay, I've watched this in film before, and this was the same thing that guy did for, this was how the guy did it. And when you try it like that, it might work for you. So that's it. You read books, watch movies, educate yourself, find research. It will really help.
All right, so there's a quote that says, "The way you dress is the way you are going to be addressed." What can you say about a quote like that? If you are a positive person, trying to discover yourself, trying to build yourself, should you be a person who you should dress in that type of way so you won't be, wrongly addressed?
You see, I can also write my own quote. There's one thing that says, do not judge a book by a cover. By its cover. I can also write my own. Now, uh, you see, dressing normally should be moderate. Dress well. But you dress well does not mean you should not have manners. If you dress well and you don't have manners of your approach, they will rubbish you. So, dress the way if you want to be addressed. If you dress well, you can put on very good suit. And if once you don't have that manner of approach, you don't know how to talk responsibly, your dressing is zero. You can see someone that is not educated. When they talk, you say, as me this person go to school, this person go sabi, this person will know something. And you see some that went to school all the days of their life, 5 years in the university, when they talk, be like, wait, do you have common sense? So it's not all about your dressing. Sometimes it's about your manners. It's about your experience. It's about how you relate, how you can deal with issues. Sometimes that's also dress the way you are, the way you want to be addressed. Dress well. But that dressing to me means have a good manner of approach. Because if you dress well and you don't have a good manner of approach, it's zero. And if you don't dress well, you just dress appropriate. I'm not talking about people that do sago. You dress appropriate, maybe you don't have the money to buy expensive things, and your manner of approach is good. You can easily see your helper. You can easily meet your helper. And there are some certain people that will say, my own mood, it depends on my mood. You see, your mood, sorry, can make you lose your helper. It depends on my mood. If I'm in a good mood, I'll reply you. If I'm in a bad mood, hey, you are deceiving yourself and you are on your own. But no matter the mood, as I said, be yourself. If you are annoyed and you know and someone comes, you don't need to transfer aggression. You need to discipline yourself. Be disciplined. Not just that you are disciplined, but you always want to express yourself that I know how to talk. I can't do this. No. Can be disciplined. Discipline yourself. Okay. What if this person talks to me like this? Can I accept it? Discipline yourself and have a good manner of approach. You dress well, just make sure you dress appropriate and have good manner of approach. Then you are good to go. That's what I feel.
There's when someone is discovering his or herself, and someone has gotten to a position whereby he or she has gotten to a point whereby most especially how you she maybe she have gotten what she's already getting, and she's now feeling threatened by having maybe a partner that could be with her for some time, that could be like maybe fiance, something like that. What can you say about someone who is trying his or her best to improve himself, and when is the time he or she to be thinking about something like that?
I don't really get the question. I'm trying to improve myself.
You've improved yourself. Let me explain very well. I've discovered myself. Now I'm getting the money. I'm getting my finances. Now I'm having the thinking: should I have a girlfriend? Should I have a boyfriend? What can you say about those type of things? When is it time for someone to think about something like that?
As far as you have made it already, there's someone already, and you are thinking about stuff like that. It's not really bad, but the thing is, are you matured enough to deal with relationship? You can be 22 years old, you should have made it. Are you matured enough to deal with a relationship? Are you matured enough to be in a relationship? Sometimes maturity does not deal with your age. It deals with the experience you had and how you can deal with issues. So age to me, I feel is just a number to know the amount of years you have spent on earth. What matters is your IQ. There are some certain people that are just 18 years. When they talk, they will talk like someone who is above 40. Why? They have it in there. Why there are some people that 30, 35, when they talk, will be like, this is what are you saying? Get. So one thing I feel is studies. Am I matured enough to deal with issues? When things like this come, can I easily tackle it? Just calm down. Read books. Study about relationship very well, and pray to God to guide and help you. Then you should know how to discipline yourself while you're in one. So there's nothing bad there.
Um, there's something that really concerns me a lot. There's a person whereby a person will just, a young person Like maybe let's just say a 15-year-old person can be very intelligent, could know everything, could be good, and he or she could just get to a point whereby there was nothing to write home about for that intelligence. He or she is just maybe roaming about or something like that. And you see some people who don't know, who are not really good at school, and they are really exploring. What can you say about something like that? Why
Like
is it
I
like that?
like I said earlier, education is different from being educated. So that one now that is very you can be intelligent and when you should not have you should allow that intelligence to enter your head that you will not have manner of approach, you will know how to talk to people and you know how to even settle issues. Why there are some that they are not really intelligent. Like someone like me now, I can't boast of being to know a lot. No, 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 no. But I know so I get sense. When it comes to issues, I know I can deal with it. When it comes to some certain things, I know how I can tackle it. So it does not matter. What matters is how experienced are you? Who are the people you work with? One of the things that kill people that are very intelligent is that they do feel they know it all and no one can correct them. They are 100. And some certain people that are very good at something, they'll feel nobody can ever convince them about that particular thing. They know everything about that particular thing because it's what they know. They will not be ready to even listen to what people want to say. And those are the things that kills. Once you are overconfident, it doesn't say you should not be confident too, but when you are overconfident about something, you can easily destroy that thing. In fact, even things you know, self, you can make mistake in it. So when you are educated, there's difference between when you have experience in life and when you just know book, you read book. I'm very experienced, so anything that tackles me today, self, I can face it. Than what is biology? You're answering. You that sometimes when you see people on the street that they don't even go to school when they talk, and you look at them like, what this person talk makes sense. So, and you go to school, you are educated, you have education, but the manner of how we reason is what matters. So it's not about you going to school. Education is just to speed you up in whatever you want to achieve in life. But what matters is your experience. How do you talk? Don't be too proud. Did I always want people to know that I'm good? Did I always want people to know that I'm like this? Why don't they just calm down? Let them even know. Oh, let them say that this person is like this. You get? Let them say, oh, this person is like this. Some people always want people to know that this is who they are. Calm down. So that sometimes you don't need to tell people; they will know themselves. The moment you are trying to tell them, you can easily make a mistake. You can easily make a mistake, and they will feel, oh, can you see what I'm talking about? And you are not like that. It's just because of that overconfidence. So that's just it.
Let us talk about talent. How can someone discover his or her talent?
You study yourself, Noni. You study yourself very well. You sit down, pray to God. Study yourself. What am I good in? What is this thing I can do best? Like someone like me now, what led me to science class was that science is more of practical, but because I'm good in practical. So when I discovered that when it comes to anything practical like this, once you practicalize it like this in my presence, it's gone. So once I realized that, I said, okay, fine, let me go for this department. But there are some people that they are not good in practical, they are good in theory, and when they go there too, they will be good. So when you want to discover your talent, what part am I good in? What am I good at doing? What am I good at doing? And you pray to God for God to show you. But that sometimes your talent is discovered from when you were born. Or your parents will see you doing some certain things, they say, this boy hope is not that this what this boy want to become. But when you grew up, you might have forgotten that these are the things you were doing when you were small. But your parents will tell you, when you were small, you used to join things together to create this. From there, oh, it's like I'm going to be good in this particular thing. Let me go for this field. You get? So that's just it.
All right. Let us go to the point at which someone is trying to has achieved everything, and as being a person who is now recognized, you've achieved it, and everything is now going well in your life. Um, what can you say to such person to not make mistake anymore?
You listen to people. you have achieved it does not mean you know everything.
Because some people they make it, then they go back to where they are.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying that.
Because
So why?
They feel they know it all, and some are not ready to sacrifice. Some things is wanted when they are strict, people will bow for them. Some are calling respect, and respect comes naturally. So the attitude also matters. Some you work for them from today to tomorrow, they cannot tell you thank you. If they tell you thank you, and the data do a simple mistake, you're in trouble. That thank you will enter that. Why diamond test to take it home? You saw the hair out of it. So that's one of the things. The attitude. Some don't have art of appreciation. Some are not friendly. Some feels if they're too friendly, they will fall their business, and it's not like that. It depends on the kind of people you know. You accept there. So that's just it.
So if there's any advice you give to the viewers, what would be the advice you give to them? Like the most important advice you would love to give to them?
Now, number one is that you should be focused. We should not allow what people say to discourage us. You keep moving forward. One of the things that cause and kill people is distraction. When you're already going, those little things we want to distract you, and that small thing that distracts you can make the whole world, the remaining part of your life to be zero. So just stay focused. Don't be distracted. Two is that you should know the kind of people you mingle with. Not everybody you see you always want to relate with. You can collect their number, talk to them normally, but it's not everybody you see you want to, relate with. And that thing is that be yourself. Be yourself. Don't always try to pretend. Don't always want people to know that I want people to know that this is who I am. I want them to know. Be yourself. Don't pretend. Calm down. And then wherever God you are serving, you hold them well. So you pray well. You pray very, very well. God bless you.
Alright, so if there's anything you would love to inherit from your forefathers, what will it be?
Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. I should have more sense.
Alright, you've heard it from Adegoke Ifeoluwa, a YouTuber, and she's also a motivational speaker, as you have heard her. I think you guys would have learned one or two things from her today. I want to tell you guys to please do well to subscribe, and you can see the donation link on my description. You could donate, and you could also click on the link on my books. I have about 3 books uploaded on that link. You could click on it and check the book content or the book I've written, so you could learn more about my own personal experience also. And you can also follow me on social media as well, and you can also call or text me. My number will be there in the description below. I want to say thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much, Ifeoluwa, for coming.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Goodbye.